Hello, 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 and welcome back to Smash and Grab TV, home of the Crash Bang Wallop Cup. I'm your host, Double D, here today with the Necro coach, Tolmandri.
Now, good evening, Double D.
I got to be honest, during these remote recordings, I've kind of started to lose track a little bit. So, who are we watching today, and what stadium are you at live?
Right, we're at the Hum & P Rank Stadium, lovely place full of, you really don't want to sit down, let alone stand on it. And we've got the Bloody More Cravens, who are the home team, against the Kreepy Burpy Clowns, the rather scary Goblins with their chainsaw.
So Goblins versus Skaven. Now I understand the Bloody More Cravens, they've had quite a bit of a beating recently. They've lost quite a lot of players. Where are they at the start of this match?
As far as I can tell, they're mostly journeymen. Although actually, I've just done a quick count, and it looks like they've got 4 journeymen with them. That's not many of their original players left currently in place.
That is going to be a tough one for them. Creepy Burping Clowns, of course, have been causing devastation with their secret weapons. I don't know why they call them secret weapons. They're quite open about it.
They are really quite open. They don't try to hide it, and yet the referees still try and send them off. It's just not fair.
Yeah. Well, it's how the refs make their extra money, I guess, isn't it? So where do you reckon these are going to be then? How are they placed? Is the Creeping Burping Clowns going to absolutely slaughter the rats, or is it going to go the other way round?
My money, I'm afraid, is still on the Skaven. They've just got such incredible speed. I just can't see how these goblins can stop them. I do apologise. One of my werewolves is going a bit mad. Full moon tonight, so,
It's all right. I'll be putting them out of their misery in our next match.
I'm sure you will. I think, unless I get there first at this rate.
Yeah. So we've got, let's see now, the Skaven won the toss. The Goblins are kicking off, I believe. So we're just waiting now to see how the setup's going to come.
I noticed that the Goblins now have jump up as a skill on their pogo. That's ever so useful.
Now, remind me how that one works.
Well, if they get knocked down, they can jump up, and then they still have their full movement allowance, so you don't lose the usual 3 movement for getting up.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And of course, that pogo, it's got quite a distance on it as well, so that's going to be super useful.
It is.
Quick snap. Yeah, quick snap for the Skaven. They're, like they need extra movement.
I know. At this rate, they're going to have scored even before the first Goblin gets a move.
Yeah. Okay, so they're edging forward. Always a little bit cautious, the Skaven, aren't they? You see them, they're that mixture of speed but also cowardice.
Well, they are really quite squishy. I mean, I think we can tell that from the few number of their original players actually on the pitch at this current point. I'm actually wondering how many we're going to have left by the end of this game.
What could you imagine by the end of the season, just the entire team being wiped out and replaced by journeymen?
Well, I noticed when you were commentating my game against these Skaven, you guys were roaring on to have me go and foul that poor last Skaven on the pitch. I just couldn't make myself do it.
It's got to be the dream, though, of any coach, surely, just to completely eliminate the opposing team.
Well, it has, and if you get them all off the pitch and there's no one there for a drive, you get 3 touchdowns. So you can't really complain.
Yeah.
It's not great for the spectators, though.
I suppose not. So we've got a nifty little drive going on here. We've got Skaven running down the pitch on both sides. They haven't yet made an attempt to pick up the ball, but I guess at the moment it's more about the position.
It is. I mean, you can see that they've got gutter runners ready to receive. You've still got the thrower back here. I doubt they'll throw this turn. I would imagine he'll try and pick it up and then perhaps get it down the field for the following turn.
Yeah.
Ooh, they're taking down the troll.
Yeah. That's quite a vicious little move, isn't it?
It is. That's a nice little job there by the Skaven.
Yeah.
What amazes me, though, is this team still has no storm vermin. Oh, it's been knocked off the pitch.
Those sure hands weren't quite so sure, were they?
No, where's it gone?
It's come down so right in the centre of the Skaven's half. Now, if you were the Goblins, where would you be looking to go with this at the moment? Would you be playing offensively, or would you be trying to dodge a little bit more round?
I mean, whenever you play Skaven, I think the best bet is always to try and bring as much water in as you can, get rid of all the rats as early as possible.
Yes. Yes, you have to be vicious with them.
You do. If there's no rats on the pitch, they can't score. If there's even one with their speed, they can... Oh, here goes the chainsaw. Where's he going? Oh, you got to love that. Oh!
KO straight away.
Oh, I think that gutter runner was lucky it was only a KO.
Well, yeah, it could have been a head off, couldn't it?
It could with that chainsaw. And of course, he's a new chainsaw player for this team. He's only had one go out because their old chainsaw he got fired, I'm afraid.
Yeah, he left it go too blunt too long, didn't he?
He did, yeah, it just wasn't fun anymore. You know, the fans, they like their bloodthirsty chainsaw action, and yeah, you just got to get it right.
Yeah. So Gobbo just taken down the Skaven there, pushed him to the edge of the pitch.
Yeah, indeed.
And we're going for the ball.
Oh, he's brought someone into the fence. What's he going to do? I would imagine he'll pick it up and probably throw it straight to the spare gut. Oh no, he hasn't.
No, he hasn't got anybody close to it to do that now, has he?
Not unless he brings a gutter runner in to pick it up and then tries. Oh, I don't know. The gutter runners aren't in a good position now with one being taken out with the chainsaw and the other currently being marked.
No, it's funny, isn't it, how easy you can get pulled out of position and suddenly you've got to use players that you weren't necessarily intending on using just to keep things moving.
Here we go. He's gone for the ball. He's got the ball.
Yeah,
He's
and that was a nifty little
off.
dodge as well.
Yeah.
Yes,
oh no, he slipped.
Oh.
He's slipped again. Oh, now that's something I've seen my whites do far too often in the last couple of games. Honestly, they're both getting quite embarrassing just because they're partially incorporeal and they then complain that the ball just passes literally through their hands.
Yeah. Well, that's the trouble. You see, two whites, they do make a wrong.
I like that. That's a very good point there, Double D.
Contrary to popular opinion.
And that's interesting. Right. He hasn't gone and pushed it into the... Oh, he's injured.
That is nasty. It's no long-term effect, thankfully, for the
just a badly hurt
for the team.
Here comes Chainsaw again.
Never nice to see somebody taken off.
Runner. And he's injured
and another injury.
This is a bloody battle already. What's that? 2 injuries and a KO on the side of the poor old Skaven. And the Goblins got the ball.
Brutality.
Oh well, my earlier statement was saying I think the Skaven might win. It's rapidly moving in the direction of the Goblins. They're going to utterly slaughter the Skaven.
They've got a good bit of protection now, haven't they, against that around that ball?
They have. I mean, to be fair, they could really do getting rid of those trolls, though. Maybe we'll see the chainsaw turn on those later. Although there is a little bit of risk there because we now have the chainsaw right next to a troll.
Yeah. Do you know, I'm not entirely sure when it comes to playing against trolls. I know you're saying it's sort of good to take him out, but I tend to actually just avoid them, just let them stand there and be dumb most of the time.
They're not very fast, are they? And if you can remove the players from around them, they often stand around wondering what on earth they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Ooh, there we go, that's the strength. Was that the strength 3 gutter runner? It wasn't, was it? Oh, I thought, do you know, I looked at that block there and I was thinking the Skaven was about to be pushed off the pitch, but actually he's fighting back.
Yes, pushing his way back on, quite determined for once. I haven't quite got the camera angle I wanted here. There we go, that's shifting forward. Excellent, okay, so yeah, getting in a little bit of a
I'm also getting a bit confused because of course the Skaven, I believe, brought a chainsaw out in one of their games recently. So of course this chainsaw is on the same side as the troll, so I hope he doesn't use it against the troll.
Well, if it's the same player, of course, he might be getting confused himself.
He might well be. Something I wish as an undead though is that when we take on players like, say, a dead chainsaw wielding goblin, why can't they bring their chainsaw with them?
Well, here's the thing, you see.
He's got a third one of the gutter runners off.
All I was going to say was the weapons are actually owned by the teams, not by the individual players. They're very, you know, they keep hold of them things.
They're worth more.
Flesh
than the
is
players.
replaceable. Yeah, the chainsaw's a lot more expensive.
But that chainsaw's doing well. 3 for 3 against the gutter runners.
Yeah, it is a vicious instrument of destruction.
How on earth are these poor Skaven going to ever score?
I don't know, but you know, they're at the top of the league though. You know, they've been. Is it the top of the? Oh, hang on.
I think they're around sort of 3rd, 4th position in the league most
certainly,
of the time. So they're doing all right.
Certainly pushing high. And you know, for a team that has lost so many players, I think it just goes to show how, you know, how that speed can make up for so much.
Well, they're getting a bit of revenge there. They've taken the Bombardier out of action with an injury.
That's a shame. I like to see the Bombardier in action. I like to see the destruction they can wreak.
They tend to wreak more destruction on their own team than they do the opposition.
It can certainly happen, but it adds just this lovely touch of some danger to a game.
I mean, if that bomb lands well, it can be catastrophic for whoever's near it.
Yeah.
Right, where's the ball? The ball is still next to a bunch of Skaven, but it's not looking as good as it had done for them, because they're now... There's quite a few rats around that ball.
Yeah, it's amazing how quickly those Skaven can turn from being objects of mockery to fearful and ever so close, with those bloody maws just coming in for your neck.
Now, are we going to see the chainsaw go after the one remaining gutter runner that's currently on the field?
I mean, would Dunkster foul? Is he that kind of a guy?
He's goblins. Yeah, I mean, goblins are always willing to foul. They're horrible little creatures. Here we go. I said he would. Look at this. Oh no, he's dropped the chainsaw on himself.
What a fool. How did he manage to do that?
Oh, he was lucky not to impale himself straight through the guts. He's just stunned somehow.
Oh, lordy.
Oh, I bet he's relieved there, isn't he, that his last gutter runner is still on the pitch.
Yeah. So blitz on the ball carrier. He's managed to dodge out and keep hold of the ball.
Oh,
okay.
Here we go. He's down. The thrower has knocked the ball carrier down. And knocked him out.
KO. Yeah.
I'm not sure what his name means.
Tugs a lot. Tugsalot.
Yeah, not very sure.
Isn't that a kind of a vegetable dish?
It
Tug
might well
salad.
be. Is it something you put on top of your burgers?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Special sauce.
Yeah, we know all about your special sauce. Actually, we don't. I think that's the problem. That's why you're on the run currently, is it not?
Well, it's true. I am on the run at the moment, but there is a good reason for that, and that is because evidence has been discovered that it completely exonerates me. It's just a question of getting it into the right hands and preserving my freedom and my safety.
So who is it I need to
justice can be
bribe to
served.
ensure that you're not kept safe?
I could not possibly say. This is a matter of urgency and secrecy. I just see how it plays out. I reckon I'm going to be all right.
Oh no! He's injured himself in a block. Itchy has taken himself down against the Skaven. Oh dear.
This really is a clown car of a game, isn't it? Everything that can go wrong is going wrong.
It is. I mean, this is quite a lot of players from both teams are now in the dugout, either knocked out or injured. They'll be keeping the apothecaries on their toes today, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, this is always my hope. When we get to this sort of part of the season, my hope is always for the bloodiest of draws for all of my opponents. You know, get them as few points as possible, get them as many injuries as possible, and just let me sail on past. This is what we're looking for.
I would certainly like to see a lot of blood in our next game, but then given only one of our teams bleeds.
I think ichor could be described as blood, and
possibly, I suppose, bone dust.
Yeah. We shall see how it goes.
Yeah,
that's coming up, of course, quite soon.
It is indeed. I'm looking forward to playing, kind of.
We got another
He's injured
heavy
as well.
smack there.
Crikey, how many injuries have we seen this half? Is that the 6th?
I'm trying to see how many actual goblins are left on the pitch now.
I think the Goblins have lost 3, and I think the Skavens have lost 3 for injury.
Yeah.
I would love to have a look at those dugouts at this point in time.
Oh,
and the
ball
Gus
has
got the
been
ball.
picked up.
He's gone.
Yes.
He's broken 3.
I think surely only the pogo stick can actually reach him now, can he?
He can. I mean, remember this pogo stick does have jump up, so he can leap up. Oh, no,
he's injured.
Oh dear.
Dunkster must be kicking himself.
That's his star player scorer, and he's missing the next game. That is terrible.
Yeah. Less boingy, more, springy. No, that doesn't work.
I think he's playing the
His
tiny
springs
rocks
has been
next,
bent.
Dunkster.
Is that right, the Khemri?
Yeah, and he would have needed that speed from that pogo stick to get round. Oh, here comes the chainsaw. Oh, he missed. He tried to kill the thrower and he missed.
Oh, that's just disappointing.
That is a shame. Okay, one of the little goblins is telling the chainsaw, this is what you do. There's not many players left on the pitch, are there?
It's really not. There's really not. Is there anybody tucked down the? Oh, of course, yeah. There's the ball
just
carrier.
12
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, another one's injured. Just 11 players left on the pitch. Half of the players are now in the dugout that started this drive. That's incredible.
Yeah, of course. There's a fair likelihood some of them are going to come back once we've got a touchdown.
Oh, the
in
KOs.
next half.
Some of them should do, yes.
Yeah, yeah. Although of course sometimes you do see it where they just all
he's off the
stay out.
chainsaw.
He's not back.
That would be a
Is his
very
armour
useful one
broken?
to take out of action. He's just stunned. I would imagine we will see a touchdown happening about now.
Yeah, there's no way he's going to put things off, is there? He's just going to snatch that straight away. God, it's a 3-dice block.
You got to feel for that poor goblin.
Oh,
Landed on his head.
yeah, I think he's neck.
He's okay. And here comes a touchdown.
Yeah.
Oh
No.
no, he's blocking. He's turn blocking. To be fair, I think that's a mistake.
Disappointing bit of play there from Chosen of Nurgle.
But not just that, it's a huge mistake. When you're playing against a team with secret weapons, you want as many turns back on the pitch as possible, because then the refs ends them up.
Yeah.
There's
Absolutely.
only so many bribes a coach can afford. If you can get them back, which they should have just done, then they will be off the pitch. And then you don't have to worry about them for the second half.
Dunkster is very angry with the way that went, and he has fouled him.
But you see, he's now wasted one of his bribes for a foul that was only a stun. And here comes the touchdown.
Yeah. So that's 1-0, end of the first half. Bloody more Cravens have taken it, and they're looking very happy with themselves. The big question for the second half is now going to be how many players actually come back on, because if that comes on evenly, well, it could go either way. But if it comes on,
well, I'm looking forward to seeing these dugouts. Let's count the injuries. So we've got 3 injured Skaven. We've got neither woke up, but they've got another chance because there's still one turn to go. 4 injured and dead. 4 injured and dead goblins. Oh dear, my money. I thought the Skaven were doing worse at this point for numbers.
Yeah. And you're right, we haven't actually finished this first half, so that is going to happen shortly.
Exactly.
Now,
you see,
another opportunity.
He's now been forced to bring his ball and chain onto the field for one single turn.
And it could get sent off.
Yeah, I've no idea how many more bribes he's got, but we've got 2 secret weapons here, and either one of them will not make it to the second half unless he's got enough bribes.
Yeah. Although I think I get the impression that's actually where he puts quite a lot of his money, isn't it, in the bribes?
Well, you have to, but I think this time he struggled because obviously these Skaven had such low team value coming into the game because they were absolutely destroyed. I think for once the Goblins had the higher team value.
Wow. Okay.
So maybe he's had to use some of his actual funds to pay for it. I'm not sure. Okay, it looks like they're going to try really hard to kill off all 3 of those Skaven in front of them. You've got to feel sorry for them. This is one turn of pain, followed by they're going to have to kick the ball straight back to the Goblins.
Yeah, I think that's got to be the Goblins' tactics, hasn't it? Is just to try and take them out, because you give those Skaven an inch, they will take a mile.
They will. He's not even bothering with the ball. He's purely going for... Oh, here goes the chainsaw! Oh, just stunned. Oh, I thought then for a second we were going to see another player taken out of action by the chainsaw.
Yeah.
Or would be ball and chain next? No, the other troll is having a punch. And down goes. Oh, he's dead!
Tick Bunk Grinder is dead.
I didn't see. Was that one of the journeymen? Did you notice? I can only assume that at this stage he will have put all of the journeymen on the midline there.
Yeah. I couldn't see either. Was there an attempt at apothecary? It hit the screen and came straight off again so quickly. I don't know if that death has been permanent or if the magic sponge has done its
I can see him in the dugout at the back there. He is dead, truly dead. But I think it was a journeyman.
Yeah. One you think you might try and pick up for your team next season, or not worth it with the rats?
I mean, you tend to find the journeymen. They're journeymen for a reason. Until they've had a bit of experience on the pitch, even when they become dead, they're just not worth it.
Yeah.
But they've both woken up. That's useful for the Skaven.
For the rats.
So both have 4 dead and injured, but
so one of the Gobbos has come back. Yeah.
But of course the Goblins have the advantage here that they get to go first. However, have they got enough bribes?
Yeah, always the question.
Well,
Okay, Ref has accepted the bribe there.
But he
But
sent the
Chunks
chainsaw off.
has gone.
Oh, I mean that. I think if I was Dunkster, I think I would have saved the bribe for the chainsaw because, yeah, I mean look at the way he's spread out there. There's very little.
Somehow the chainsaw just seems more reliable than the ball and chain, doesn't it?
Well, it does. I mean, look how effective it's been in the first half.
Yeah.
And you know, Chosen of Nurgle has spread his team out so far. You're never going to hit more than one of them, and it's only a 1 in 3 chance of even rolling the right way with that chainsaw into him. He could just dance around him, most likely.
Yeah, the ball and chain, it is devastating when it works, but so often you end up just spinning around, almost just taking up space. You know,
maybe he lost count
acting
as
as a
bribes.
blocker. Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
So brilliant coaching for the bloody more Cravens there. That's going to be of benefit to them. I think that's an extra re-roll, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, and at this point in the game, that could be. Oh, here we go. Oh no, he's actually hit him. He's actually hit him, and it's one of the main linemen, I believe. No, it is a journeyman. All 3 of these up in the central line are the journeyman players. So we've had one dead. Oh, and another one
play, really. Oof.
Oh, there's not going to be many of these Skaven left by the end of this game.
Really not. Now, of course, the speed advantage is going to help them when it comes to getting the ball and getting out the other end compared to the Goblins, but at the moment there's so few of those Skavens left, I'm not sure if they've got much chance of even getting it. Yeah.
I mean, oh no, the 6th. I just saw a 6th in the corner.
Wow. Okay, Gobbos have failed to pick up the ball. Of course, you cannot score if you can't pick up the ball.
Yeah, don't tell me about that.
Oh no, I want to keep reminding you about that.
That game against the Tiny Rocks was just embarrassing. 8 drops by my white. 8 in a row.
Well, I thought it was 16, but that's because I kept rewinding and playing it again.
You enjoyed it that much?
Oh, it was joyous.
And here we go. So they moved their gutter runners down the pitch, but not as far as I thought they would. I thought they'd put. Oh, he's tripped.
That's a dreadful slip. Always embarrassing. See, this is what happens when you pee on your own pitch. You know,
yeah, exactly.
You might be marking your territory and you know scaring the opponents a bit, but it makes it slippy as hell.
It does. I mean, some points it's sticky, other points it's slippy. It's just a mess.
Yeah, I mean, having played on this pitch once before in my old life, I can tell you the main thing.
He got tripped by the ball, and he's dead.
Oh, he's dead.
He's tripped by the ball and died. Oh no, and that was a star player lineman.
Yeah.
Oh, he had block as well. That's going to be harsh for Chosen Nurgle, losing one of their star player linemen.
Yeah. The only thing to be grateful for is he landed on his back rather than his front, because there's nothing more devastating to anybody than to land face first in that pitch.
Exactly. On the plus side, he's a certain. You know, I'm almost certainly going to get him as a new player.
Yeah. I wouldn't blame you. He's done well for the team so far, but we got a stun.
lot of undead potential there.
Yeah.
Where is that ball and chain going?
I don't think even he knows.
Oh, we've got a dodge failure from a goblin at the worst possible time.
Yes. Now, how are we doing numbers wise? I can see 3, 4 Skaven on their feet, and 2, 4 goblins and 2 trolls, I think. No, 6.
Possibly the problem with goblins is they're so small, it's quite easy to miss them when you're trying to watch where they're going.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, another one's off. Mr. Piddles is knocked out. Yeah. We've still got, how many turns? We've still got 5 more turns
we're only
to go,
on
6 more turns to go.
10 at the moment, yeah.
And there's not many players left for these last 6 turns. Hopefully some more will wake up, but I don't think many of them actually got knocked out. I think it was still mostly injuries.
But look at that there, you've got 2 Skaven right next to the ball, 2 more guarding that goblin.
I don't
see
how
the
they're going to
Goblins
stop them from scoring.
Yeah, unless there's a fumble pickup, of course, which can make all the difference.
Well, the troll is now next to the balls, that's made it hard. Maybe the other troll will blitz in. I think his only option, here we go, he's going to attempt to blitz in.
Do you think he's going to try and push him onto the ball?
I don't think so. I think I would put him... No, he hasn't. Oh, he's knocked out. The other one's KO'd. Oh dear. What's that left for Skaven? Is that the entire Skaven team there around the
I
ball?
mean, there's like 2 left, and I think there's one on the edge of the pitch that's lying down.
Oh, I hadn't
there?
even seen him. Yes, he's sinking into the mire that is is the rank and P pitch.
You know what he's like. He's lying there going, oh, I'm just going to pretend to be ill. No, he's got up now.
Yeah, you can't blame the Skaven for doing that at times. So
yeah.
I mean, when you see matches like this.
Yeah, I think Chosen of Nurgle just gave him a kick, didn't he?
Yep, he had no choice.
Get out there, do your job, come on.
Oh, he's pushing him onto the ball. No, he
No,
isn't.
pushed off
he's
to the
gone
side.
sideways.
I suppose he just didn't want to risk it going into the wrong hands.
How is he going to get the ball? He's picked it up.
He's dodged.
He dodged in between the 2 trolls, picked it up,
And there's a throw.
thrown. Wow! Now that is some classy play.
And very brave, actually, with all of those trolls next to him. You wouldn't have thought he'd be able to do that.
No, and what's he going to do? He's going to probably block with one of them, so that would take the thrower out of action.
Injury.
Oh, and he's injured as well.
I think his jaw just left him, didn't it?
This next game, no thrower
Missing the
for
next game.
Oh,
No.
dear.
No casualty. So he's used
He has used his apothecary finally.
Yeah,
now, I'm
probably
surprised
just
he
as well.
didn't use it on that star player lineman.
Yeah.
Because how often does a Skaven lineman last long enough to get blocks going?
This is true.
Unfortunately for the Goblins, that's another touchdown.
Straight in for another TD, yeah. And the crowd are going wild. They're enjoying this so much. You know, they're getting to see the touchdowns, and they're getting to see so many injuries. I mean, what more can you ask for in a game?
I mean, yeah, this has got to be the highest number of injuries we've seen all season. Let's count them this time from the dugouts. We've got 6.
3, 4.
2 deaths, 4 injuries for the Skaven. That one didn't wake up. And we got 4 injuries, and of course the poor old chainsaw that was sent off.
Yes, sent off, looking very shamefaced.
But now he's going to lose his ball and chain.
Is that just automatic? That's just.
I don't think he has any more reroll. Yeah, there's no more calls against the ref. So yeah.
That's a blow for Dunkster.
Who on earth is he? There are only 4 Skaven left, but there's not many more Goblins to be fair.
I can see 2 trolls, 2 goblins. Is that
a
third
goblin
up the back
in the back?
there?
I think. Yeah. Oh, and one hiding behind the troll. So they've got a massive 6 players against their 4.
Yeah, so the numbers advantages for them, but do you think they've got the time to get 1 touchdown, let alone 2?
I would like to see them at least pull 1 touchdown back. I mean,
I guess
so few
if they can do the troll throwing the goblin, maybe that's a way to get them down the pitch that little bit quicker.
Well, it has that potential, but the problem with trolls is they have a habit of eating the goblins rather than throwing them. It's really messy. It's a quick way of losing the goblins.
Yeah. I don't want to sort of give away too many tactics, but that may be one of the reasons why some of those nobblers ended up in some of those buys. Training.
Yeah, troll training. Oh, another
injury.
Oh no! Is that number 7 for the Skaven that's now in the?
This is lovely to see.
Because
although I'm playing you next, I'll be playing the bloody more Cravens in my final game, and I have been nervous about playing them because of their speed.
Now,
and I'm just wondering now how many's going to be left.
I've got the Bretonians, but they are facing these Goblins before they come up against me. So I'm hoping that there won't be many left this way.
Do you know, it's funny with the Bretonians, they were so devastating in their earlier matches, but they've been really variable since this league.
They are, they're really up and down. Some matches they just run away with it and score so many touchdowns, and yet they either seem to do that or they lose a bit. Oh, he's slipped up with the ball.
Such a shame for Dunkster there. He will be kicking himself, and later he will be kicking that goblin.
Yeah, or using him in throwing practice with the trolls. Oh, there's the 2 remaining Skaven. That's not much.
They really don't know what to do with themselves, do they?
I mean, they could double their numbers for the next drive if there is another drive, if those 2 wake up. If you were those Skaven, would you actually wake up, or would you pretend to stay asleep?
I would be staying asleep, to be honest.
Yeah, I think I would as well. It would just be insane not to. But I noticed, oh no, a really stupid roll. Just when we were hoping for a blitz.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got the ball.
Yeah, so the ball's in hand.
Oh. No.
terrible, humiliating fall.
At least he has a re-roll to try and get it back, and he's okay. He's up.
Okay, the studs have done him good.
Yeah.
I wonder if that troll hadn't been stupid, would he have been able to reach the troll for the throw?
I don't think he would have tried. I think he would have probably gone for a blitz.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going after the ball.
Skaven's coming
is this
in,
the strength 3? It is the strength
it is,
3
yeah,
gutter
strength
runner.
3,
He's nasty,
and it's a
that guy.
pow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Taking him out.
Of course, the ball might bounce straight back into a Goblin's hands if Dunkster's lucky.
It's possible. Technically possible, but yeah.
Where's the thrower going? They're just trying to stay out of trouble, aren't they?
Yeah.
Dunkster's saying, I really don't want to lose all of my players for the next game. How many of those injuries have been missed? I would
There's at
love
least
to
a
see
couple
how
of
few he's
missed
going to
games.
have for the next game.
Yeah, we're going to need to take a look at those stats at the end of this one, aren't we?
Absolutely.
It's quite interesting to see just how much the Skaven team have prioritised. Oh, we got
is he going to hand off?
Here.
He has handed
Yes.
off. I think we've seen a touchdown for the Goblins.
No way!
2-1. Oh, now they still have enough time to actually score a second touchdown and level this.
That is just a thing of
That's a
beauty.
classic little dance there from Goblin.
No wonder he got knighted. Sir Runs-a-Lot scores for the Goblins.
Yep. He's a
Wow.
he is a typical star player Goblin, as yet with no skills.
Yeah. But do you really think he's got time to score a second to even this up?
Yes. Oh, not with those two waking up. That makes it that little bit more challenging. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is where you really do pull out your stops and you try and throw a Goblin down the pitch with your troll.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a risky business, but I guess when you're this close, what do we turn 15 for the Skaven, and then it's one turn each after that.
He has one chance.
Yeah, it's
here.
desperate. Yeah.
I mean, if that ball ends up in a position where he can actually take it off the Skaven, because I'm assuming one of these guys will pick it up, you may even see the Skaven score again. They've got 2 gutter runners and a thrower on the pitch.
Yeah. Don't you just love to see a game where it does just get this close at the end? You know, they literally, it's between a draw and a solid victory.
I'm not sure a perfect defence will help a huge amount at this point because there's absolutely no Skaven on the pitch. On the other hand, he can move his trolls against the 2 gutter runners, but I think they'll just slip away, to be fair. Okay, so the ball is going to land there. That's not ideal if you want to try a Goblin throwing tactic. What he will have to do if he's going to attempt this and succeed is one of his Goblins is going to have to pick it up. He's going to have to hand off to another Goblin who's already next to a troll. And then the troll will... Oh.
It's just not going to happen, is it? Yeah.
Not now. No. Yeah, clever move there by Chosen and Nurgle. He's taken.
Did you see that little
Goblin
giggle
out.
as well?
I did. That was great.
He knew exactly what he was doing.
This is it. He's preventing the slim chance of a touch. And he's throwing.
We got to throw.
The troll intercept. Oh no, he's dropped it.
Well, I can admire Chosen of Nurgle's verve there, just trying to get himself to the point where he could get a third touchdown.
I think the thrower is going to be targeted here. Oh, he's not. I thought he was going to do a blitz on the... Oh, he's going to give his other troll a chance there to take out the strength 3 gut runner. I can understand that.
Yeah. It's both down.
I think he was hoping there that would have been an injury for that gutter runner, because honestly, strength 3 on the gutter runner, they become scary. They've got the speed and the strength then.
They have. So we've got to push. The ball has been picked up by the person who
he's
picked it up.
tripped! Does he have a reroll left, or is that the end of the match? He has a reroll.
He's got a reroll. Where are we going with this now?
He'll hand off, and then the gutter runner is going to score if he catches it. He's got it.
Oh, fantastic.
3-1.
Can he make it? Yes, he can make it!
What a game. I mean, that...
Wow.
Given how few players the Skaven had, this just shows you how dangerous they are.
Yeah.
Their speed.
It is blinding to behold. I'm really fascinated by Chosen of Nurgle's tactics, though. For this entire competition, he has effectively thrown away all strength in favour of speed, and he has lost so many players. He's being whittled down and down and down, and yet,
He's still
if
winning.
my mathematics are correct, this has put him, if not at the top of the league, then damn close to the top of the league.
You're right. I have some terrible, terrible news. He is now
What?
in first place, and I'm in second.
He's in first place.
We're equal
Okay.
for wins and draws and losses, but touchdown difference. My necromantic team are never going to score as many as these.
No.
these
No. So
somebody's
here we
got
are
to
then.
Take them down.
For Chosen of Nurgle, he has, I believe, 2 games left of the season. For him, it's all about maintaining that top position now. He's got to try and somehow, with so few of his original team left,
I'd love to know
hold
how
on
many are
to
going to be
that
on the
top
pitch
spot.
for the next match. I'm looking forward to seeing how many or how. Oh, look at this.
Look at those.
And almost all of the star player points went to the journeymen, so they're lost. Most of those journeymen died.
That's awful.
It is, isn't
That's so difficult, yeah. So Kreepy Burping Clowns have got a few there. Where are we with the armour, the injury, 50% casualties, 75% dodge, creditable?
50% casualties, so that is awful.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really high. Well, I wouldn't say it was awful if I was playing them. I'd be really pleased with that. What have we got on the Goblin side? Oh, their casualties are only 75%. So, yeah, that was.
Yeah.
I must admit, I thoroughly enjoyed that game, and I'm sure the fans did too.
Yeah, absolutely. There was a lot of screaming, a lot of yelling, a lot of purchases of pies, which is nice to see. You know, it's all starting to come back.
Yeah, that's where the money is. And it looks as though the troll has gained himself an upgrade.
Oh, now that is nice to see.
Not only that, he got the MVP. Good old Belcher.
Yeah. And this was the fella who I think got held back in his class 4 times in a row. That's 4 years.
That's a really
extra tuition that he's had, but he's finally managed to get through. He's got himself an upgrade, and with any luck, he's got the future to grasp.
It'll be interesting to know if he rolls a double and gets himself the all-important block for a big guy.
That is such a difference,
to add injury to insult. Do you notice it's one of the journeymen who got the MVP on the bloody more Craven side, and it's a journeyman who died.
Yeah. Poor
a posthumous MVP for a journeyman.
I can only feel so much sympathy though for the team that is at now the top of the league.
Well, this is it. They're getting weakened more and more to face you in their final game.
Yes, and I will crush them, of course. This is.
You have tackle, so those gutter runners don't stand a chance against your dwarves.
Well, I don't like to talk too much about what my players may or may not be able to do. But I will demonstrate for you on our next match, which is of course coming up in the near future.
And anyway, thank you all for watching, and see you all next time.
And thanks for commentating with me. It's been an absolute pleasure, Tolmandry. I'll see you on the pitch soon.
Indeed. Goodbye.
All right, from Smash and Grab TV, we're out.